Hello everyone, this is Shelby with Shelby Creations. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den and welcome back to a mess. As most of you know, I try to figure out layouts a little ahead of time or at least pull some things that I know I want to work with. Whether I use them all or not is another matter, but this dark Victorian journal that we are working in is way out of my league. Well, not my, it's out of my comfort zone. And I can't decide. So I do have something for one side. Get that out from under there. And I think I'm going to need a clip here. So I do have one side sort of figured out. And I pulled out this. Now it does have a little bit of a shimmer to it, but that's okay. And I wanted to use this as my base on this page, but it's still going to leave an outline. So what I want to do, pull this one out, and where's my black soot? I'm just going to go around the edges of the paper and just sort of make like a halo effect on it. Now if it goes onto the other page, I'm okay with that because I may do the same thing there. So like I said, this is not something that I generally work with as far as colors. And by dark, I don't mean like gothic and the macabre. More like the darker jewel tones and things of that nature. Might as well go ahead and do this one, this side too. Like I said, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do over here, but I do want to lay some type of foundation. So I want to get this all, especially around the edges. Up there maybe. Oh, that's good enough. That'll do for now. So I'm gonna put this back in my, I do have my inks in a little basket for this project. Now, I wanted this centered, just like that. And I think in order to hold it there safely, instead of just glue, we're gonna have to add some tape to it. Because this is a bigger piece, and this is almost like a mild, it's not a 110 cardstock, but it is a cardstock. And I want it to stick close to, yeah, not come up, you know, because some cardstocks, you bend the page and it doesn't want to bend. So we're going to go around the edge here just like this with our double-sided sticky tape. There. Put that back. And then, as with all other tape, it does need to be burnished. Now some people don't burnish their tape. But I have found, especially when I do memory albums, if I don't burnish it, that tape is not going to stay down. But that's just my experience. Some people may have, better luck with it than I do. Okay. Now another thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to use up other glues that I have, and I found this one, Crafter's Precision Glue from EdTech. I have no idea where I got this from, but let's just see how it does. I don't know if it's a water-based glue or what, but I'm stuck to it. The cap does have a little piece in there that prevents the glue from seeping out, so it can sit there. Now, which way do I want that? I think we'll go this way. I want to sort of, as best I can, center that on that page. Now, with the inking around the edge, it does cut. Oh, I didn't do very good. I really got that off. But it does, keep it from that white standing out. Too bad. Now, I do have a few of these desiccated leaves. I've got 3. So I figured, why not use them, So I'm going to put down just a little bit of the glue here, because I don't want that corner coming up. And I'm just going to use my finger and spread it out. And then come in here and lay that down. Now, yes, you can feel the glue coming up, but that's okay. Now, I did find this, and I thought that would be gorgeous against that. Mainly, most of these are going to be stickers on this page. Why not? I've got them, might as well use them, right? All right, come on. There we go. Wow, one of these that did not have that static cling to it. Take my tape off. Let's see, why not like this? That will also help hold that leaf down. Now let's make sure. Let's give it a little bit. Yeah. Nope. All right. If your sticker does not stick with what you have underneath, and these desiccated leaves they can be a little bit difficult to work with, but keep in mind, these things are very fragile. So I'm going to come in here, and this is Fabri-Tac, because Fabri-Tac will stick through that. Now, I'm not worried about here. I'm just getting that glue down there so that everything there sticks. There's that one. Now, I have this one, and it did have the backing in there, but I cut it out. And what I used was this little pin that they have them here in America, but I bought this one in Japan. This has a writing tip. Or, no, that's not the writing tip. That's the writing tip. Right there. I wondered why I put this. I usually put the sticker on the other end. But this end here has a blade on it. And it is great for getting, around things. So I did put, and I wanted that one up here. but I'm not sure if, and then I picked out the book with the candle on it. Just something maybe a little below that leaf. And I think I'm going to have to trim this part down. But it's going to fit in that groove there, so I'm not really going to worry too much about it. Or it would fit in the groove. But I just trimmed that off. Let me go ahead and finish that part. As if not, it's going to look really weird. In fact, I'm going to go ahead around here and just clear that whole bit there off. Find a good place to put my tape. Voila. Just there. Now, yeah, this side here is mainly all stickers, but sometimes you need an easy page. I just thought these worked really, really nice together. Now this will end on that, so I'm going to pull out my Fabri-Tac again. Now when you're working with this on something of this nature, be generous with it, because that glue not only adheres the top, but it has to go through the that desiccated leaf. I think I got a little bit on the top. So if that's so, I'm going to bring out my little eraser here and just get that glue off. Now it doesn't have to, they do have, you know, like this one, I think I got this at Dollar Tree. And it's supposed to be an adhesive eraser. Really? Believe me, you can save your money. Because I've even used a regular eraser and it does great. Now, another element I'm not regularly used to using are people. But I just thought she was pretty. Right there. See how nice? And sometimes that's all you need. Now my biggest problem is over here. Because I have looked, and I pulled out papers and pulled out papers. It doesn't seem like anything really fits. If you know what I mean. Let me pull out all these extra things here. I've got flowers and everything else. I thought maybe something like that, but then no, that's too busy. This was my first choice. But I don't have any flowers that would go with it. So that one's no. Then it was this one. But I'm really not liking the white edge. So there's a no. Then we got down to these two pages. I have that one. And I have that one. Which I'm not sure. I think we're going to go with this one this time. Let's just do that. But I don't like the plainness back there. So what I was thinking. Now this may work, this may not. I pulled out Wilted Violet. It's a purple. Oh, I'm not even sure. Let's see if it's, probably should not do this, but yeah. There is definitely some color on there. And I'm going to come in here, and it does not look, it's not going to look like much on the camera yet. I wonder if I even need to use a background paper once I get this down. Because I do like that purple shading in there. Let's come a bit farther down here. Ooh, I am really liking that. But I think I'm going to take it out just a bit more. Is that showing up on camera? I don't know. But I do like the way that has turned out. You see, sometimes you just have to experiment. Let's see, if I put that down, I'm going to lose all of the violet. So maybe I won't do a paper this time. But I do have I wonder. These are, I did pull out a couple of frames, but they don't look like they're going to work. So I'm going to start with this one. Why? I have no idea. It just feels right. And sometimes that's what you got to go by. Just do what feels right. Because this is, like I've said before, this is out of my comfort zone. But I'm going with it. I'm going to give this a try, and I'm going to do my best to make this work. Pull out my black soot again, because I don't want that white edge there. Make sure I've got all that edge over. Which way I want this to go. We'll go this way. Back in with this blue this time. Now I have a whole drawer of glue. And my problem is that it's a water-based glue. But I bought it. There's probably a dozen or more bottles in it. Oops. It's smeared. Ah, now it's all over my hands. Let me find a wet wipe here. I know it probably won't come out, but oh, yeah, it did. Let's see if I can. Let's see, that's got, I used black soot. Oh, that's what it was. I cross-pollinated. Where did I did it. I cross-pollinated. That's where that smear came from. And then I do like that one, but I have a bunch of flowers and other things that I want to try to fit on here. And see, we could tie it in with music, but because you definitely can't put that down there because it's not going to show. But I do have, now I was just pulling things that I thought was really, really nice. Now see, you're not going to be able to see that through there, so I need something that can be shown, but I wanted it to go almost like a tie-in between those. See, I could do that one there. Then we can come up and sort of overlap that edge. And then I have a third one, but I think I want to bring that down. Make it come this way. Then I have a blue. But what if, I know, that's the whole thing. We change perspective every time we turn around. I do have that. But I would need something. And I had pulled some of these out of, I like the flower, but I don't like the frame. What else? Where else do I have? Let's see what else is in here. Sometimes you just have to stop and rethink, and that's okay too. It seems like everything I touch in here has some type of gilding on it. Nope. Nope. Oh, come on, there's got to be something somewhere. Shall we do a blue instead? That may work. Let's try it. And because these are washi tapes, so all I have to do is cut them apart. Now we may end up needing to trim off some of this excess shiny. And we'll get around this. I think I like that one. Oh, and I like that one too. As far as letters and things. Let's see, what else do we have? Or do we have? Well, sometimes all you got to do is just stop and search and see what's there. All right. I know I'm not getting anywhere with that right now. So, I'll leave that one out. Well, not all of it. We're going to take the one that we want off. That's better. Now, somewhere I have vellum stickers. Yeah, I know, everything's falling. But, you know, that's our problem. We can always put things back. want something that's going to show through. Do I know what I'm looking for? I have no idea. But we can always look, right? I know I have an awful lot of coffee stuff. I have an awful lot of coffee stuff. I do like that. We may need one of those. There's a key. No, we don't need that. We don't need that. And I keep coming back to those, but that's not going to be it either. So the hunt continues. But we're fine with the hunt. There's another little tab or label. Ooh, I do like that. And that may be, because nothing else I'm seeing in here is really, you know, hitting the mark. So we're going to go with these. Put that back up there. Now there were some flowers that were pulled out, and some things that were pulled out that we're not going to need. So I'm going to put all of these back into our sticker bucket. And we're going to go with these. Push everything aside. I do like this one. And I think, why am I sitting here doing that when the tape is so much easier? Now, this is going to need, I want it right below that little divot in the paper. Now, there is like a ridge here, and all I'm going to do is take the end of my tweezers and go along that edge, or that little ridge, so that I know it will stick down. Now we have this one, and I'm not worrying about getting really, really close. I'm just getting as close as I can, because I'm not going to worry about all those little uneven edges. I'm not going to fussy cut it to that extent. All I'm doing is trimming it out. Now, I know I have my tweezers here somewhere. Now this goes which way? Looks like this way. Put that, oops, down there. We have this one. And I think with this one, we're gonna, now yes, some of this will get covered up with the flowers, and I am okay with that, because you notice I'm waiting to put the flowers on last. This is just going around probably where the flowers will show. Just as like background. Little things. Now see, this I thought was a sticker. It's not. It is vellum though. And with vellum, the best thing to glue it down with is Fabri-Tac. Because Fabri-Tac has a good tendency to hide when you put it down with vellum. Okay, we've got that much. Now we did want this, but I wanted it to go behind here. And that will come down some. So, snip that part off. Now, probably have to grab another piece of tape with this. Before I put down my frame, I want to get these. Now see, this happens sometimes when you're trying to get things off. Your sticker will peel apart and they'll be left there. But we're okay with that. Why? Because we're not finished putting our flowers down. We'll come here with this. And then I wanted this to come under the window, just like that. Now, is this going to peel off too? I don't know. But I've only had that peel off happen one other time. And I've been doing this technique for quite a while. All right, now see where it meets up? That's fine. Now, if I put this, I can even bring it down and over just a bit. All right, I'm gonna come in here, because you see how it's got that white edge? I don't want that white edge. So all I'm gonna do is just touch my dauber around there to knock back that white edge. And I'm also going to come in here, but I'm doing it a little bit, pressing my dauber in a little bit more, because it will give that black thin ring around my frame on the inside. And that's what I want. Put the lid on that. Now, we could actually do that there. That looks like a plan. And then I can come around with the rest of my flowers. Now, these are embossed slightly. See, where do I want to go this way? And I'm going to bring it all the way up to there, so that I have a whole little grouping in here. And yes, it does look like that's off, but we're okay. We're okay. Now, I do like that, but I don't like and that would come down and actually covers some of the frame. But what I don't want are these little tails on it. You know, the stems to the flowers. We don't need those. So we're going to trim those off. come in, and I'm getting, I've got tape everywhere. Ah, won't come off. I am getting stuck. Oh well, I'll get it off in a minute. Pull that up and stick that tape to the other tape. Now, is this going to come off right? Or is this going to... I said, I have never had that happen but once before, where it has actually taken part of the design. Just there. Now we have these. And yes, I'm going to do the same thing on this side, or maybe, should I? Let's continue going up this side with it. I think I like that idea. We'll just continue going up the side. I do know that I need to order some more flowers, because all I've got are like the blue and the lavenders. Now I do have this one, and it's not exactly the same as those, but it's in the general family as far as color. And sometimes you need something just a tad different. Find me a piece. Still have a piece of this tape here I'm working with. Now, come on. There we go. I knew it would come off eventually. Very gently. Maybe that was my problem. I wasn't holding it gently enough. About there. I like that. And I don't think I'm going to need the clock after all. No, I won't need that. I think that's got it. I like that. So what do you think? We have our desiccated leaf. And why am I using those? Because I've only got 3. And if I don't use them, as you see the little holes, they're going to get destroyed. So it's better to use them. And then remember, we cut out the inside and just put our lady on the front there. And then we have our flowers that flow this way. And you see just that hint of that purple coming out of there. I really like the way these have turned out. So this will probably be mainly a collage book. I mean, we've done quite a bit. And I'm enjoying the process. I'm learning a lot because I'm used to colors such as we use in our regular Victorian. I'm used to the peaches and the pinks and the sort of lighter pastel colors. So working with the darker jewel tones is really, definitely something, I don't want to say hard, but it's a learning experience. So if you like what we worked on today, give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so that you'll be notified for the next videos that come out of the Dragon's Den. Remember, Tuesday and Thursday are Journals Day. where we work in either our dark Victorian or our regular Victorian album, our journal, and Saturdays are free-for-all. It's a whatever. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the description box below. I do read all my comments. And after I've read them, I do give them a heart. Sometimes if it's a question or something and I can reply to it, I do. But I do read them all. And thank you so much, each and every one of you, for being here. Until the next time, bye guys.